there is nothing, and I mean nothing, that anyone could tell me that could make me believe that they were any darker than I was at one time. And I mean that because at age 17, when my best friends were thinking of contemplating which college to go to, UCLA or USC, I was contemplating how to commit suicide without getting blood on my mother's carpet because I knew she couldn't afford to buy another house. That's what I was. And I believe that being suicidal is the darkest place anyone could ever go to. So anything between life, between death and where you are now is more than what I had. I didn't want to live, and I didn't necessarily want to die. I just wanted to get out of the pain. I think, and that's something really important that people have to know, that people just want to relieve themselves from pain. So I know what it feels like to think more about what does it mean to leave this earth than what am I going to do while I'm here. I don't think there's anything below that, because when you're ready to give up like that, you're just ready to give up completely. And so I know the walk, and not one step along the way did anyone else have the power to give me permission to take the next step. I tell people the life that I live now, the ginormous life that I live now, and I'm really blessed to live a ginormous life now. I acquired this life by constantly taking one more step, by playing a little bigger today than I played yesterday, by listening to great friends like you saying, what would happen if I make it 10 times bigger? And I love that statement, can you make it 10 times bigger? Because I look at my business now, and I think my business is small compared to people like yours and Oprah's and that. But then, my God, it's huge compared to where it was 10 years ago. It's 10 times bigger, and it was done one step at a time. That I was that same girl considered academically challenged in school. I was that same girl who struggled with not loving herself. That I believe that no one that looked like me with mocha skin, full lips, round hips, and an afro, no one that looked like me could do international work, could do global work. No one that came from my background would have the permission to touch teen lives. I gave myself all the stories. Why would someone like me be able to do it? And the real question was, why not? Why am I not the perfect person? Why are you not the perfect person for the calling that has been placed on your life? Why are you not the perfect person to do that, to bring relief to the world in that way? Why are you not the perfect person? God used imperfect people to touch imperfect people. A friend of mine said that as I was crying the other morning. I was crying on my way to the Oprah Winfrey. Before I got on the plane to go to Chicago, I'm crying gratitude tears. I mean, just profusely. I mean, ugly tears. And I'm just crying, going, God, thank you so much for using me in spite of all the times that I've gotten in your way. You still chose to use me. And a friend of mine was praying for me, and he said that's because God uses imperfect people to touch imperfect people, and that if we give ourselves permission to be inside the lesson always and be inside growth always, then we always get to move forward as long as we keep walking and moving. So I just, I look today at my son, and my son, Jelani, has gone international before he turned 10, and I'm grateful for the opportunity that I said yes, and I invite you, and Bill, you said it, and I invite each person listening to say yes. Say yes even if your knees are knocking. Say yes and play full out, because at the end of your journey, you don't want to say, my God, I lived my life on the sidelines.